As an Action for Healthy Kids volunteer and school wellness champion, it's a good idea to understand the school wellness policies that are designed to guide schools in developing and implementing healthy school practices. We're going to talk about school district policy requirements, using your wellness policy to accomplish your goals, and how to go about making your policy stronger. In general, policies are official statements that address the needs of a school system, a school building, or even an individual classroom. Policies generally cover what should be done, why it should be done, and who should do it. Over time, policies can play a major role in changing the culture within a school or district. In 2004, President Bush signed the Child Nutrition and WIC Reauthorization Act, part of which required all districts that participate in national school meal programs to have a wellness policy in place by July of 2006. That act, along with the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010, specified that district wellness policies must include nutrition guidelines for all foods sold on campus during the day, with the goal of promoting student health and reducing childhood obesity. This includes not just school meals, but also vending, school stores, concessions, and the like. District policies must also include goals for nutrition education and promotion, physical activity, and other school-based activities. And they must include a plan for periodic assessment and reporting on policy content and implementation. The law requires that wellness policies be developed and implemented by local community members, including parents, teachers, administrators, school food service personnel, school boards, and the public. This provides flexibility for local schools and districts to develop policies that meet their unique circumstances, challenges, and opportunities, and it allows different members of the community a chance to provide input. It's important to note that although the law mandated each district have a policy, it did not include funding for wellness initiatives or a method of enforcement. So a wellness policy may or may not actually exist in your district, or your policy may exist on paper only. And note that this is a district requirement. There are currently no federal requirements for individual schools to have their own policies. Some schools may have adopted health and wellness guidelines on their own, and some states are beginning to require or recommend that health and wellness goals be included in school improvement plans or be measured as part of their school's accountability systems. We recommend you learn about the wellness policy that guides your own school district. First, find and read your district's policy and see if there are any guidelines in place at your individual school. You can look for this information on the district's website, in your school handbook, or in the school office. Ask questions. Learn about the development of your district's policy. Who wrote it and when was it developed? Who is responsible for its implementation? Are teachers and parents aware of the policy? In fact, what about principals? Are they aware of the policy's existence and its recommendations or requirements? Is the policy included in the school improvement plan? And pay attention to the policy language. Does it use words like suggest, encourage, recommend, or schools may? Or is it stronger? Does it say schools will, schools must, schools are required? The language of the policy has a lot to do with its strengths and will help you determine how to position your initiative in the most effective way. Once you're familiar with the policy, you can use it as a platform to build support for your wellness initiatives. Volunteer-led initiatives can help meet wellness policy goals or individual school guidelines in many ways. Goals for nutrition, education, and promotion can be met with taste tests, health fairs, school gardens, and signage put up around the school. Nutrition guidelines can be met with salad bars, fresh fruits and veggies in the lunchroom, and healthy vending programs. Physical activity goals can be met with walking school buses, active recess, and fitness breaks in the classroom. And goals for health promotion can be met with recess before lunch initiatives, healthy rewards, and family education offerings. These are just a few of the many ways a volunteer can lead or advocate for healthy changes to meet wellness policy goals. If your school or district is not following its own policy, position your initiatives as a positive way to start moving the bar in this area. And what if you want to tackle the policy itself? How do you go about strengthening it? The best place to do this is from within your district wellness committee or school health advisory council. These are the teams that are usually responsible for developing the district policy, or for providing input to the district administration on the policy's creation. These committees have varying degrees of power depending on what district you're in. You'll need to find out if your district has a committee, how the committee works, what responsibilities it has, and what the requirements are for joining. If joining is not a possibility for you, talk to committee members and provide input. Find out if your district policy is evaluated regularly or if it's even being used. You can assess the strength of your current policy using a tool called the WellSat from the Rudd Center for Food Policy and Obesity at Yale University at www.wellsat.org. And when you're ready to revamp your policy or create a new one, use Action for Healthy Kids Wellness Policy Tool to guide your efforts. It will take you through all of the appropriate steps to create a policy that's strong, useful, and effective. Check it out at actionforhealthykids.org/wellness-policy-tool. And no matter how strong the district policy is, if it's not being used in your school, it's not working the way it should. Encourage your principal, teachers, parent, and student groups to use the policy to guide their decision-making when planning school activities. Forming a wellness team at the school level will go a long way towards advancing wellness efforts for your students. With the participation and support of your school leaders, your wellness team can create school guidelines related to fundraising, rewards, family events, birthdays, classroom parties, recess, and much, much more. Use your district policy and other strong policies as a guide, and visit our Parent Toolkit page for numerous tip sheets on best practices. You can also work with your school accountability team to develop health and wellness goals to include in your school's improvement plan. That way, it's more likely they'll be reviewed and reported on back to the school community on a regular basis and linked to academic achievement in your school culture. And here's some tips for success. Keep in mind, you always want to present your ideas in a positive way. Make it clear that you want to be a resource to the school. You're offering solutions. You're not there to complain. Respect school leaders' authority. Don't try to circumvent them or to implement projects or changes to the school culture without their knowledge and approval. That's really important. If you'd like to learn more about Action for Healthy Kids and how you can get involved with our mission and our movement, take the Every Kid Healthy Pledge and help us create a 100,000-person movement to make all schools healthier places. The pledge takes just 10 seconds, and once you've signed on, we'll show you ways, big and small, that you can turn your commitment to action. That concludes the highlights about school wellness policies. We hope that you have a better understanding of school wellness after listening to this presentation. Be sure to review other school wellness policy resources on our website. And for more information about Action for Healthy Kids and school wellness policies, contact us at volunteer@actionforhealthykids.org. Thanks so much for your time and have a great day.